What's going on, Badger Nation? How is it going? It is Mike here, and my lighting is way off. There we go. Let's fix that. Give it a second. A little too bright. And let's go like that. There we go. A lot better. What's going on, everybody out there in Badger Nation? Today is a special day, and it is a topic that needs more talking about from Ad Badger. And as you know, we are going live, just like it says in the comments down below. It says we are going live every day during COVID-19 recovery to help keep your Amazon marketing growth strong. Be sure to go to adbadger.com/live to get it in your time zone. And really, I always have this question all the time of what is your biggest need whenever you're talking to any of your customers, product, software, service, or otherwise. It's always valuable to get that information. What is their biggest need? We're going live every day of this crisis and recovery to talk about what you can do to grow on Amazon now and for always. We wanted to speed up the cadence that we have because we were creating our podcast, but it takes about a week of production, whereas this I can just turn on and go live right here for you. So we're talking about how to manage your PPC, how to manage SEO on Amazon, loan assistance for companies, mindset, what we're doing for our managed service clients, all these different things. Just want to say big what's up to everybody who watches this live, because I think it's like 1% watch it live, 99% watch it the recording. The recording has like over 1,000 views normally, and we get a nice little intimate audience here. So what's going on? Helen, thanks for saying what's up. How are you doing? Today I wanted to talk about a topic that needs more talking about. And essentially this topic is super duper. Hey, I think we're tagging people. What's up, everybody? It's a topic that definitely needs more talking about. It is something that, as I do these lives and as I think about the things that people need guidance on, I've realized something that people need more mindset guidance. And that is what I wanted to do today, straight mindset. And there's really 5 things that I've seen that really separate the strong performers, the people that are coming to us having record months that are year over year up from where they were previous. And it's because of what I think 5 things. So today I'm going to be talking about those 5 things, and here we go. So the very first one is embrace reality and take responsibility. Embrace reality, take responsibility. This is something that I see strong performers all around me do. The second that lockdown happened, the second that coronavirus started to become a thing, there was no denial. Like, no, there can't be this, or it can't be this bad. A lot of people went through the 5 stages of grief, deny, and the first one's denial. So many people said it can't be this bad when it first started. It's not going to get bad. Don't worry about it or anything like that. And then once it did start to happen and action was required, even still, there were people that started to bargain, if that makes sense. There are people that started to say, oh, let's blame Amazon. My product just got its ship date moved up. I can't believe they would do that. Let me get mad at them. Or they would get mad at politics, one side or the other. It doesn't matter. Just sort of spending so much mental energy following politics, seeing what they said, complaining about it. I know we're streaming on YouTube and Facebook right now, but Facebook, it can become such a time suck just reading what people think about politics and all these different things. If you're watching this, you're a strong performer, and you cannot, outsource responsibility, outsource, the locus of control to an external source, no matter what it is. Not Ad Badger, not a politician, not anything, not, market conditions, anything like that. You have to constantly embrace reality and ask yourself, what are you going to do about it? And if you have that's the first point, embrace reality and take responsibility. If you can do that, the rest is easy. So even as things get crazy, There's always so many external forces. And what's crazy about it, there's so many external forces all the time, not just right now, that there are things always acting externally. And it's just sometimes you are able to disregard them. When these things really pop up, you still have to embrace reality and then still take responsibility, because you get to decide what you're going to do next. So that's the first one: embrace reality and take responsibility. Number 2, take rapid action. Study what happens from that and then take action again. So after you've taken responsibility and you've embraced the reality, you then need to go and act on that. So many people were waiting for something to happen inside their marketing campaigns. So many people were waiting for something to happen to talk to their suppliers. So many people were waiting for something to happen. And it's like, no, like during a crisis, days matter, hours matter. Everybody at the Ad Badger team has been operating to a degree at which I have never seen. We're getting more done per day than we ever have. And it is inspiring. Just the act of taking rapid action, studying the results, and taking action again. I've heard this described as fire, aim, fire. So take the action based off reality and then, reorient yourself towards your feedback and then take action again. Strong performers embrace reality and take responsibility. They don't blame anybody else. And then 2, they take rapid action, study those results, and take more rapid action. The third thing is that high performers, they just simply don't slow down. So during this crisis, so many people were like, got to turn off my campaigns. I got to wait until it's over to do this or that. We talked about on this show at 3:00 Central every day, we talked about how Amazon Australia is experiencing record highs. Like their sales on Amazon are higher than they ever have been. You could have gotten your application in the time. You could have started the wheels in motion to go start selling in Amazon as soon as you possibly can. Don't wait. There's no reason to. Time matters. And the sooner you can get in there, even if Amazon Australia only takes up 10% of your sales, 20% of your sales, your total sales, why not take advantage of that? If you get that wheel in motion, you can then address something else and you can address something else. So the sooner you can just tack on these extra things, it compounds over time. There is an opportunity cost, which you will never know from procrastinating. If you know that something could impact your business or your life, you should do it sooner than later, because the longer you wait, you do not have the benefit of compounding that. Meaning if you apply to get on Amazon Australia now, you knock that out, that frees you up to do something else. You don't even know what that could be if you're just sitting and waiting for one thing. So again, don't slow down and increase your rate of operations. Get more done than you have previously. Procrastination is deadly. And if you no matter what, if you are continuing to operate at the pace that you were before COVID-19, I guarantee you are hurting right now. If you increase your pace, your sales might be down, but if you increase your rate of operations, if you speed up the way that you operate, even if your sales are down right now, I can almost guarantee you they'd be down worse if you were going at your same pace. I can almost guarantee you when this is over, they will be down if you continue to go at a previous pace. So you need to increase the rate of operations at which you do things. So again, to recap, number 1, embrace reality, take responsibility. Don't blame anybody else. Number 2, take rapid action, study those results, and then take action again. 3, do not slow down and increase your rate of operations. And with all of those things, you just don't want to stand still. So if you stand still and you freeze, and if you sort of have the scarcity mindset, if you're saying, well, my numbers were good in March, but who knows how that will last, and April isn't as good as March, it's still up year over year, I still need to be sort of skittish with how I operate, and I can't really take too many risks right now, or, it's not worth it, or anything like that. If you operate with that scarcity mindset, it will be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Promise you. You can operate from a growth mindset. What can I do to grow? What can I do to make it out ahead of where I was? And even if your sales are down, that's not the point. The point is doing everything you can to push it forward. The average Ad Badger customer was up 40% in the month of March. That's a growth mindset. You can't go into a month and say, oh, gee, I hope I can maintain. It's like, no, like set a goal and do everything you can towards it. And it's not necessarily about the outcome. It is about the practice. It is similar to how, ancient Zen archers, when they train without the bullseye, and they're trained to sort of shoot the arrow without the bullseye, to work on the action. The bullseye is not the important thing. The action is the process of drawing the bowstring. That's the important part, not hitting the target. So when quarantine started, personally, I had goals. I wanted to get better at guitar. I wanted to try out for Austin classical guitar. So I wanted to do that. So I've been working through that. I said I wanted a better, more well-run that business that is bigger. I wanted to be a better entrepreneur. I wanted to be a better husband. I wanted all of these different things. And the point is the intention and the action, taking that action, reevaluating it. Am I getting closer to my goal? And then taking action again. This is what makes up strong performers. So I wanted to sort of send this mindset to you. Incredibly important in this time to take the opportunity, take what has happened, take responsibility for your own actions. Like, yes, it is hard out there. Yes, it is probably harder than ever. Yes, we just finished up, I don't know, 9 years, 10 years of economic booming, and now it's not. What are you going to do about it? And if you are blaming Amazon for something, if you are blaming some politician for something, and you are not analyzing the things that you can do, you're missing the point. So again, embrace reality, take responsibility, take rapid action, increase your rate of operations and do not slow down, and then reassess and move forward. And that is it for today. That is the mindset that we really need to succeed. This needs to happen before you deploy anything inside any strategy or any technique that we talk about every single day here. So these are the important things. So what's going on, Sharona? I hope all is well. So with all that said, get it done. This is it. Fred, what's up? Thank you. We had a much softer mindset episode. We did like a podcast episode. You can go look at just like 3 weeks ago. It was much softer. It was a solo podcast episode. And this one I felt like needed to be a little bit more aggressive. And I think every time we do a mindset, the feedback is strong because I think it's so necessary and so needed right now. So I will be sharing more of the things that I'm thinking of. I'll be thinking more of how we're operating internally at Ad Badger, because we are operating at a pace and at a level that I don't think I've seen us operate at before. And I know that as soon as we start rounding that curve, as soon as, the recovery really gets back to, as soon as like where the economy gets back to the same level it was previously, we are going to be going twice as fast as we were previously. And that is how you should be thinking too. So everybody have a good one. We go live every single day at 3:00 Central, adbadger.com/live. Get it in the link and let me know what your biggest needs are. Feel free to drop it in a comment. We look at all of them. So give us an idea for our next episode. Have a good one. And I will see you inside the Badger Den.